properties. Now, in that, the next properties we are going to see is reactions. Due to alpha hydrogens. Reactions due to alpha hydrogens. Now in the previous class till we have discussed some properties like oxidation of aldehydes and ketones and some other different reactions. Now let us see about alpha hydrogen. Due to alpha hydrogen, certain reactions are taking place in aldehydes and ketones. What are those? First of all, what are alpha hydrogens? The carbonyl group adjacent carbons are called as alpha carbons. Okay, this is functional group. Functional group attached carbons are called as alpha carbons. Adjacent to alpha again beta, as you know, gamma, delta and so on. So any hydrogen atoms, if they are attached, any hydrogen atoms, if they are present on the alpha carbon, then such hydrogens are called as alpha hydrogens. Such hydrogens are called as alpha hydrogens. And alpha hydrogens are acidic in nature. Alpha hydrogens are acidic in nature. Now, why we are saying that alpha hydrogens are acidic in nature? There are two reasons for this. If you observe this carbonyl functional group, let us assume there is one alpha carbon and alpha carbon attached one alpha hydrogen is there. Let us assume here this one. Now, if there is any base, this alpha hydrogen reacts with the base. So you get here carbanion, okay, on that alpha carbon, negative charge. What happens then? This is resonance stabilized by the carbonyl group. This is resonance stabilized by the carbonyl group. Okay, so what is happening in this case now? First of all, alpha hydrogen can be reacting with the base, so the bond pair remains here, it gets negative charge, carbanion. Then it will be in resonance with the carbonyl carbon. Now that is due to its acidic nature, due to electron withdrawing effect of carbonyl group and resonance stabilization of the conjugate base These two are the reasons why alpha hydrogens are acidic. Okay. First thing is electron withdrawing nature of the carbonyl group. Second thing is resonance stabilization of the conjugate base. This is acid, means this will be conjugate base. So it is the conjugate base. Conjugate base is stabilized by resonance. Okay. Again this can come here, again it can go here. So resonance takes place. So these due to these two reasons, alpha hydrogens are acidic. And This property of aldehydes and ketones is responsible for two named reactions called as aldol condensation, and the next one is Cannizzaro reaction. So these two reactions of aldehydes and ketones, okay, it is dependent upon these properties. Now let us see one by one the reactions. Okay. So next we are talking about aldol condensation. Aldol condensation. Okay. Now what is aldol condensation means? The aldehydes or ketones. The aldehydes are ketones with at least one alpha hydrogen, undergoes reaction in the presence of dilute base as catalyst to give beta hydroxy aldehydes, which are called as aldol, in bracket I am writing, or beta hydroxy ketones, also known as ketone. Okay, beta hydroxy aldehydes, aldol, or beta hydroxy ketone is called as aldol reaction. Okay, and the aldol or ketone, whichever it is formed, readily undergoes dehydration to form alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde or ketones, alpha beta unsaturated aldehydes or ketones is called as aldol condensation. So any aldehyde or ketone, if it is having at least one alpha hydrogen, it will undergo reaction with base to form aldol or ketone. Okay, to form aldol or ketone. What is aldol? Beta hydroxy aldehyde. What is ketone? Beta hydroxy ketone. And these beta hydroxy aldehydes and ketones are somewhat unstable. They readily undergo dehydration. They will readily undergo dehydration, elimination of water, to form which compounds? Alpha beta unsaturated aldehydes or ketones. This reaction is called as aldol condensation. Okay, let us see one example. Here I am taking 2 moles of acetaldehyde. It is reacting in the presence of, let us take dilute base. In any base we can take any words like that. First, what will be formed means, first beta hydroxy aldehyde is obtained. Then next, with the elimination of water, okay, on heating you can write, produces alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde. Okay, so first we have taken acetaldehyde. Then this is the functional group. So this is alpha, this is beta, this is gamma. So what is this compound name? Beta hydroxy acetaldehyde. What is beta hydroxy aldehyde is called as aldol. So this is aldol in this reaction. Followed by, this is functional group, this is alpha, this is beta, this is gamma. So what is the name of this compound? Actually, if you take IUPAC naming, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this is what it is, butane 2-ene. Okay, 2-ene Al. Butane 2-ene Al. Second position enal. So this is nothing but alpha and beta. In between the unsaturation is present. Unsaturation means double bond is there. Aldehyde. Okay, so this is alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde. Okay, so this is how aldol condensation is happening. You take any aldehyde or ketone, if it is having at least one alpha hydrogen, so this is functional group, this is alpha position, at least one alpha hydrogen, then in the presence of dilute base undergoes reaction to form beta hydroxy aldehydes, which on further reaction or heating undergo dehydration to form alpha beta unsaturated aldehydes or ketones. This reaction is called as aldol condensation. Now let us take another example, or let us see how this is happening, how beta is formed and how alpha beta unsaturated compound is formed. Let us see through mechanism. Now, just now we have seen the example that acetaldehyde in the presence of dilute base, first it produces beta hydroxy aldehyde, that is here, this is nothing but beta hydroxy butanaldehyde or acetaldehyde, and also undergo dehydration immediately to form alpha beta unsaturated compound. So this is what we have seen, right? Now let us see how this reaction is happening first of all. So we'll try to understand with the mechanism. Okay. Now in the first step, I am taking one molecule of acetaldehyde. Okay. So let us write CH3CHO acetaldehyde in the presence of base OH minus. Okay. First thing is here alpha hydrogens are acidic, we have said. So base abstract one proton. One proton is taken. So what is formed here? Carbanion or enolate form is formed. This is formed in the first step. In the next step, I am taking another molecule of acetaldehyde. Okay, this is first molecule. Now this is second molecule. Let us take. What happens in this case? This pi electron shifting here, and this one attacks on the carbon electrophilic center. So here the reaction I am writing like this. CH3. This is O minus because oxygen taken that electron. I will write H down. H I am writing here down. Now which one is attached here? CH2 is attached to this carbon. So I am writing CH2 attached to the carbon. And after CH2, what is the group present? Aldehyde group is the next. Okay? Okay. Now what is happening here? Oxygen is with a negative charge. So from the solution, oxygen acquires proton. Okay, it takes proton. Okay, so it forms OH group. Beta hydroxy. This is H. This is OH. Beta hydroxy aldehyde is obtained. Okay, from water it is. So this is aldol. So you got the aldol now. Okay. Then after formation of aldol, what will happen means, okay. Now again what happens? This alpha, this will become alpha carbon. So base will abstract one proton from here. Will abstract alpha proton. Okay. So I will write minus H2O. H from alpha position OH. So minus H2O. Then what will be the remaining part here? CH3, COH. This H I am writing here. CH minus because base taken the proton, bond pair remains there. Okay, so minus. Then what will happen? This minus shift here and OH is eliminated out. So OH is eliminated. So that is minus OH minus. Removal of OH. So it will shifted here. That means what is the obtained product? CH3, CH double bond, CH, CHO. So alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde is obtained in this reaction. So this is how the reaction goes on. So any aldehyde or ketone with alpha hydrogen can undergo aldol condensation in the presence of base, which forms aldol, which readily undergo dehydration to form alpha beta unsaturated aldehydes. Okay, so this is aldol condensation. Let us see next example. Okay, so next example I would like to take one ketone. So let us take acetone. So in acetone also alpha hydrogens are present. In acetone also alpha hydrogens are present. So in the presence of dilute base, like for example, I would like to take barium hydroxide. It is also dilute base, right? So first what will happen? First beta hydroxy aldehydes or ketones are obtained. Beta hydroxy aldehyde or ketone is obtained. Now since we have taken with acetone, this is acetone, right? So here you will get beta hydroxy. It is ketonic group now. Ketonic group means nothing but ketone. Ketone is obtained. Ketone. Okay. After this, what will happen? Elimination of water will happen, right? this hydrogen, this water, you remove it as water, then join with the double bond, CH3, CH3, CH, C double bond O, CH3. Okay, so this is alpha beta unsaturated, alpha beta unsaturated ketone is obtained. Ketone is obtained, alpha beta. So this is how the reaction actually happens. Then after this, in this aldol reaction, we have another type called as cross aldol condensation. Cross aldol condensation. Now, what is cross aldol condensation means? If you take only one type of aldehyde or one type of ketone, then it is called self aldol condensation or simple aldol condensation. In cross, what will happen means the condensation happens between two different aldehydes or ketones. Two different aldehydes or ketones. Okay, aldehydes or ketones. Let us take one example. The reaction between acetaldehyde and propanaldehyde, acetaldehyde and propanaldehyde, ethanol, propanol. Now in this case, we are taking any dilute base. Okay. Here, if you take two different aldehydes, you will get two different aldols and two different alpha beta unsaturated compounds. How means? Here these are alpha hydrogens, right? It is alpha hydrogen. Here also you have alpha hydrogen. Means sometimes there may be reaction of this alpha hydrogen and this oxygen can be eliminated to form double bond, or sometimes this alpha hydrogen can react and you can eliminate this oxygen to form the product. So let us see what are the two final products which are obtained in this reaction. If I take CH3, CH, this oxygen and this hydrogens, if I involve, then it will become the product CH. Here this will become the CH3 down, CHO. This is one possible product, cross aldol condensation product, and it can also involve this acidic hydrogen and this oxygen. So at that time, what is the product obtained means, I write this first, CH3, CH2, CH, this oxygen and this alpha protons. So double bond, CH, CHO. These are the two different cross products which are obtained. So these two are cross aldol products. Cross aldol products. And you know that these two molecules can react within themselves to form alpha beta unsaturated. For example, two acetone molecules reacted, it will give self aldol. Like that, this will also react with itself, self aldol. It will also react with itself, self aldol. So totally 4 products it can give aldol condensation. 2 will be self aldol products, 2 will be cross aldol products in this reaction. Okay? Like that, let us take one more example. I would like to take here benzaldehyde with acetophenone. Benzaldehyde is the acetophenone. Now what is happening? In benzaldehyde, the alpha carbon does not have protons. So there are no alpha hydrogens in benzaldehyde because this carbon does not contain proton. In case of benzophenone, this one is there, acetophenone, this one is there, alpha, here also alpha, and here hydrogen is not there, but here hydrogens are there, so alpha hydrogens are there. Means reaction with this alpha hydrogens and this oxygen takes place. So what is the product obtained here? The cross product is only one product in this case because there is no alpha hydrogen here. Here two alpha hydrogens, two different types of alpha hydrogens are there, two products are obtained. Here only one alpha hydrogens are there, here not there. So that's why only one cross product. What is that cross product happening means this benzene ring I am writing this CH. This CH linked to this. Okay. So double bond CH, C double bond O with a benzene ring. This is the product obtained in this case. Okay. So this is also one cross aldol products. So next topic we will see. Next reaction is Cannizzaro reaction. Cannizzaro reaction. Now what is Cannizzaro reaction means? Aldehydes which does not contain any alpha hydrogens undergoes self oxidation and reduction on heating with concentrated base. Okay, on heating with concentrated base to give alcohols and carboxylic acids. To give alcohols and carboxylic acids. This is called as Cannizzaro reaction. Now what is happening? Let us take one example. This molecule is formaldehyde. Okay, 2 moles let us consider. 2 moles of formaldehyde reacts with concentrated NaOH. What will happen means themselves they undergo self oxidation, self reduction. What is the self reduction product? Alcohol is the self reduction product. What is self oxidation product? Acid is the self oxidation product. So if NaOH have taken, then COO Na product can be obtained. Sodium salt. Okay. So that is formaldehyde in strong base converted to methanol and sodium formate or formic acid simply. Sodium formate is obtained. Okay. So this is what is the reaction. Similarly, you can also take another example. Reaction between two benzaldehyde also you can take. Benzaldehyde also does not contain any alpha hydrogen. There is no alpha hydrogen. Okay. So does not contain any alpha hydrogen. Then only this reaction is happening. Here no alpha. Here also this is alpha carbon, but there is no hydrogen, so no alpha hydrogen. So 2 moles I am taking, heating in the concentrated base. Now what should happen? One molecule turn to alcohol, one molecule turn to acid. So one molecule of benzaldehyde is converted to benzyl alcohol, and the another molecule is converted to potassium benzoate, COOK. Okay, so benzaldehyde on the action produces benzyl alcohol and potassium benzoate. This reaction is called as Cannizzaro reaction. Okay.